Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am going to upload B.Ed first semester childhood and adolescence question paper solutions part 3. Part 1 under I already covered first question solution. Part 2 under covered a second question solution. Now I am going to cover third question solutions. The question is like that. Explain the different stages of psychosocial theory of development by Erikson with its education's implications. So this is for your solutions of third question. Psychosocial theory of development by Erikson. Psychosocial development. This term is a combination of psychology and social and refers to the various stages of human life that is affected by the environmental factors. Psychosocial theory or development stages were identified and developed. This theory was developed by Erikson, who was a psychologist, worked in the area of development psychology and psychoanalytic. He had a theory that human beings will pass through 8 different stages from birth to death. There are 8 stages he identified under this theory. First stage is a trust versus mistrust. Second stage, autonomy versus shame and doubt. Third stage, initiative versus guilty. Fourth, industry versus inferiority. Fifth, identity versus confusions. Sixth, intimacy versus isolation. Seventh, generativity versus stagnation. Eighth one, integrity versus despair. First stage, trust versus mistrust. It is a basic stage of human development or psychosocial development. This stage is also be called as infancy, birth to 18 month. Important event here, feeding. During the first stage of psychosocial development, children develop a sense of trust when caregivers provide reliability, care, and affection. A lack of this will lead to mistrust. For example, at this point in development, the child is utterly depend upon adult or parents or caregivers for everything they need to survive, including food, love, safety, affections, nurturing, these all things. If caregivers fail to provide adequate care and love, the child will come to feel that they cannot trust or they cannot depend upon the adult in their life. So, this is a first stage of psychosocial development. Second stage is the autonomy versus shame and doubt. This stage age is the early childhood, 2 to 3 years. Important event here, toilet training. This second stage of Erikson's theory of psychosocial development takes place during early childhood and is focused on children developing a great sense of personal control. The essential them of this stage is that children need to develop a sense of personal control over the physical skills and sense of independence. Toilet training play an important role in helping children develop this sense of autonomy. Otherwise, he feel shame and doubt this during this stage only. Third stage, initiative versus guilty. So this stage under 3 to 5 years during this period it occurred, whether it occurred initiative feel or it is occurred guilty feel. Here the event is preschool or explorations. This third stage of psychosocial development takes place during the preschool years. At this stage, In psychosocial development, children begin to ascertain their power and control over the world through directing play and the other social interactions. Children who are successful at this stage, they feel capable and able to lead others. Those who fail to acquire these skills, they left with sense of guilty, self-doubt, and lack of initiative. Fourth stage is industry versus inferiority. During this stage, 6 to 11 years. Here, important event is schooling itself. The fourth psychosocial stage takes place during the early school years from approximately age 5 to 11. Through social interaction, children begin to develop a sense of pride in their accomplishment and abilities. Children need to cope with new social and academic demands. Success leads to sense of competency, while failure results in feeling of inferiorities. Next stage, identity versus confusions. This stage will be occurred, or it is also called as the adolescence, 12 to 18 years. Important event here, social relationship. During adolescence, children explore their independence and develop a sense of self. Those who receive proper encouragement and reinforcement through personal explorations will emerge from this stage with a strong sense of self and feeling of independence and control. Those who remain unsure of their beliefs and deserves will feel insecure and confused among them with and the future. Intimacy versus isolations. Young adulthood, 19 to 40 years between. Important event, relationship. Always young adult need to form intimate and loving relationship with other people. Success leads to strong relationship while failure results in aloneness and isolations. This stage covers the period of early adulthood when people are exploring personal relationship. Seventh stage is a This seventh stage is a generativity versus stagnation. 40 to 65 years. Important event, work and parenthood. During adulthood, we contribute to build our lives, focusing on our career and family. Those who are successful during this phase, we feel that they are contributing to the world by being active in their home and community. Those who fail to attain these skills will feel unproductive and uninvolved in the world. Wow. The last stage is the integrity versus despair. Age maturity 65 age to death up to death. Important event reflection on life. The final psychosocial stage occurred during old age and it is focused on reflecting back on life. At this stage, people reflect back on the event of their lives and take stock. Those who look back on the life they feel was well lived, well satisfied, and ready to face the end of their life with a sense of peace. Those who look back and only feel greed with instead of feeling fearful that their lives will end without accomplishing the things they feel they should have despair. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಲೈಫನ್ನ ತಿರುಗಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಿಟಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೈರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫೀಲ್. So this is all about psychosocial theory of development by Erickson. Thank you for watching.